Hi, happy Friday. I'm Sue Carney of Magnolias West, and I will try this one more time. I just was, I don't know, halfway through this recording and it took a crap. So, and I saw for the first time this Facebook message of, sorry, your live recording died. Wasn't those words, but it was close. So I'm not going to try and race through this. I'm going to trust that we are going to have this brief conversation together just like we want to. Because I'm thinking about stuck is stuck, and I just want to share this with you. It was one of my mother's favorite expressions, and my sister and I have a sister with whom I'm really close. We say it to each other a lot, and it was said by my first generation Brooklyn Jewish mother with resignation, like can't find a parking place or stuck in traffic, or when I complain about my homework, or you name it, stuck is stuck. So I thought of it last night because I'm reading a book that I completely recommend to anyone who's interested in the three principles of mind, consciousness, and thought, or interested in actually learning about a way to let go of your dependence on circumstances to change before you can have a fulfilled and happy day, life, month, moment, or want to learn more about your thinking and how you get stuck in your thinking. So this book I'm reading, which is a great primer on the three principles of mind, consciousness, and thought, is called One Thought Changes Everything by Mara Gleason. And it is just rich and full of aha moments. And the chapter I'm reading now, I don't know, it's about in the middle of the book, or the second third of the book. She talks about stuckness. She talks about the idea that if you don't hang on to your thinking for dear life, if you don't believe in it, invest in it, throw Miracle-Gro on it. And now I'm adding to what she said because I think she's a much nicer person than I am and probably doesn't throw Miracle-Gro and napalm on situations. But I know that that has happened in my life maybe once or twice. So if I can resist believing in my thinking, investing in it, pouring Miracle-Gro or napalm on it with a match to keep it alive and kicking, then my thinking will eventually fade. Your thinking will eventually fade like a bird in the sky or a cloud passing by. It will go of its own accord. And the really amazing good news is when you can let your thoughts go by. I'm so sorry. I live on a really crowded street. I hope you can hear me. When you can let your thoughts go by, you're not stuck, because you can't get stuck in a moment. You can only get stuck in your thinking. You can get stuck in your habitual, old, unhelpful, unfriendly patterns of thinking. But when you can let go of your grip on your thinking, then this kind of, for me, it's kind of like this thing opens up, this space that was occupied with thinking and thinking about my thinking opens up, and new and almost always better thinking comes and takes its place. In this chapter, Mara talks about a participant in one of her courses realizing that he no longer was believing this idea of being stuck between a rock and a hard place, that it no longer made any sense to him. He was understanding, he was getting that he can only in fact be stuck between a thought and a thought. And since thought isn't solid or even real, there's no such thing as stuck. I love that. There is no such thing as stuck. As long as I can keep my hands off the Miracle-Gro and the napalm, that is, at least in my case. And it's an everyday thing. I cannot tell you how many times a day I end up stuck. I can wake up stuck in my thinking. I can wake up and my first thoughts seem so attractive to me, even though they're usually quite painful. And I just grab on and then I'm stuck there. So I'm not cured, but I am aware. And the awareness is affording me some freedom to let go. to let my thoughts be free to pass as clouds rather than as something I carry around with me like a bag of rocks. So I invite you to explore what unstuck could really feel like. Learning how to let go of the napalm and the death grip on your thinking is the core of my coaching work now. It is the core of everything that I do. So I invite you to spend an hour with me, no strings, a free hour with me, and see if Unstuck Coaching is a fit for you. Schedule a call. I'll put a link in the description. Schedule a call or leave a comment with any questions or ideas that you might have, and I'll get back to you. Have a great weekend. Notice the moments when you are not hanging on for dear life to your thinking. Notice what unstuck can feel like and enjoy it. Enjoy it. I have many moments like that in every single day, and it feels, as my daughter would have said 10 years ago, hella good, Mom, hella good. All right. Blessed be. See you soon.